Yeah. Welcome back to the channel, boy. You already know it's your boy 618C's in the house, man. Look, today we got a new video. This news reaction video. We got the um jurors from the Hernandez Govan, aka the young Dolph murder trial, have dropped an exclusive interview with WREG News Channel 3 out of Memphis. So we're gonna check that out today, and then we're gonna let our thoughts be known after we watch the video, man. So we ain't finna wait too long. You already know. Man, let's go.
At 4.
New on your news leader at 4, an exclusive sit-down interview. We're hearing from the foreman of the jury in the murder trial of Hernandez Govan last week. After 3 days of testimony and 3 hours of deliberations, the jury returned with a verdict. Thanks for joining us, everyone. I'm Alex Coleman.
And I'm April Thompson. Govan was indicted in connection to the shooting death of Memphis rapper Young Dolph.
But the jury foreman is telling WREG's Jurita Patterson in this exclusive interview that a lack of evidence meant there was no other option but to acquit.
Under a cloak of secrecy and under the agreement their voice will be altered, the foreperson for the 12-member jury that acquitted Hernandez Govan is speaking exclusively to your news leaders.
We, the jury, find the defendant, Hernandez Govan, not guilty.
From the moment the 12 jurors plus 4 alternates were chosen.
You put 16 strangers in a room and tell them, hey, you guys got to live together for a week.
And the seriousness of the situation was made all too clear, even at the hotel where they were kept secluded. No phones, no clock radios, no outside influences.
Instead of just taking the power cord, they tore the TVs off the wall.
As the trial stretched on, there was one witness for the state, Cornelius Smith, an admitted gunman who was most memorable, we were told, but not for the reason the prosecution was pinning its hopes on.
Statement after statement, he's rebutted by his own statement. So if this is the prosecution's star witness, that case should have never went to trial.
In the end, it's not what was said or even presented that left the jurors deciding Govan should be cleared of all charges.
It's not what was there, it's what wasn't there.
A final decision was then reached with a show of hands.
You have to understand that I don't think anybody, but I'll just go with myself, felt great about the verdict.
Before the switch was flipped, signaling to the court after 3 hours of deliberation, the decision was made.
But we are not done yet. The juror we spoke with says this was emotional for those that had to make such a difficult decision. The foreperson's message to young Dolph's family, that story at 5 o'clock. Reporting for your news leader, Jurita Patterson, WREG, News Channel 3.
And although Hernandez Govan was cleared, one of the state's star witnesses, Cornelius Smith, is still awaiting his sentencing hearing.
So there it is, man. It's like they said, it was a hard and emotional decision, but it was a lack of evidence, and the prosecution should have never used their witness. If that was going to be their only witness, they should have never used him because he wasn't valid. Cornelius Smith was all over the place, and you know, as a juror, man, you know, a regular citizen committing crime. I don't know nothing about this trial. I don't know nothing about what's going on. And, you know, I'm seeing this man, like, basically, he doing anything to get ahead. So he can't be trusted. His word can't be trusted. He could be a liar. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, that's rough. And I want to hear what they got to say in the second part when they release the rest of the interview, when they release the full interview. I want to hear what the juror's message was to Dolph's family. Because in reality, this is messed up, but to us. But on the grand scheme of things, a lot of these people don't know these rappers and know who these people are. And it's just people committing crimes to them. You know what I'm saying? And victims of crimes. You know what I'm saying? Man, God bless the dead. Rest in peace, Dolph, bro. You know, like, everybody know whether this man was found innocent or not. Everybody know this man had something to do with this, and he played a role in Dolph's murder. You get what I'm saying? And then that whole thing that him and Sadie Nash did, bro, that was like clout chasing from the gods, bro. That was like mad crazy, dog. Like, I don't even understand. Like, I ain't calling out no character, nothing, but I never seen no real niggas do nothing, no goofy stuff like this. Like, Bro, I'm from St. Louis, right? And one reason you don't be seeing a lot of St. Louis niggas on the internet is because St. Louis niggas don't really be doing a whole lot of this goofy stuff. Now you got a bunch of these, younger cats, like younger cats that's doing a lot of stuff on the internet nowadays that's questionable, But St. Louis OGs, older cats in St. Louis, man, the ones that's really putting in that work, they not doing this foolishness, bro. I saw Trap Lord Ross and he was talking on one of his videos about St. Louis. He was talking about the deadliest gangsters in St. Louis. And I commented like, bro, the deadliest gangsters in St. Louis, you will never know them. You will never hear their name if you ain't beating these streets on this north, south, east, or west side, bro. Other than that, you're not going to hear those people names and you're not going to know who those people are. Like they not on the internet, they not claiming bodies, they not doing none of that, bro. They're not doing it. The young boy, a lot of the young boys, they are doing it and they going to jail. But these niggas was some old goofies, bro. Govan, Juke, all of them, bro. They all was some old goofies. And even if you've been in the coming up in the streets, if you know people, and you hear people and people tell you things, bro, for real. If you really, really outside, and a lot of things that just be coming out, people be been hearing these things in the streets. You get what I'm saying? And yeah, man, this was whack. But I understand the jurors' perspective from the little bit that they did give us. You know what I'm saying? I guess I can understand where they coming from. That they got to do about the evidence. Which I think about them saying they ripped the TVs out the wall, bro. Them people was not playing. They didn't want no news, no media, no nothing. So they were serious about it, and I don't think the jurors are happy with the decision that they made. And I think it's gonna be a lot of hard nights for them sleeping off of that, but it is what it is, and that's the decision that they made. And I just want to know the message that they're gonna send to Dolph's family. As far as Govan, man, I don't have no advice for him because if I did, he ain't gonna listen. I ain't big enough anyway. But if I was him, man, I would stay off the internet, bro. Like it's a million other ways to get this money than be on this internet doing this. But that just show you the character and the heart. Like, bro, might be really heartless, bro. And as far as some of these other people that's participating in the cloud chasing and stuff, I don't know, man. People do anything for clout, bro. Clout is a hell of a drug, bro. And the clout can also make you rich, and those actions, I'm sure they ran up a bag with them actions because them boys put down a play for sure. They put down a play on everybody for sure. But just watching it, I was like, bro, this can't be real, bro. Like, they gotta be joking, bro. They gotta be. And that's why I didn't even make a video about it or even talk about it, because I needed to wait a few days just to find out if they was playing or not, bro. Because you can't believe everything you see on the internet. And as each day go past, people began to do more and more crazy things for attention and clout, bro. And some people just ain't gonna do that. My name's 618C's, bro. And if you like the video and you stayed this long, make sure you hit that like bell, notifications, leave a comment, and make sure you subscribe. Ain't nobody told you they love you. You already know your boy love you, man. If ain't nobody told you they want to see you win, you already know your boy want to see you win. I'm 618G. I'm out.